Alright, Gina, tell us the truth. Did you actually steal? Did you actually steal? Miss Lestrade, it's what the gentleman is saying. What you? What do you think? It's all lies, ain't it? Obviously. I swear on my life, I ain't ever laid eyes on a Danny before. I mean, I feel I believe you because here's the thing why I believe her. He said, "Get out of here. Get out, shoo. I don't want you here in my face." And then he's like, "Wait a minute. You stay, never mind." Like, no. I have a feeling that he just ended up changing his mind once he saw the code and everything. Yeah. Alright. Let's hear it now, you little roughy ragamuffin. You stole it, didn't you? That's the ticket you brought in here just now. No, I swear it. I swear to God. It was barely an hour ago. I was walking along the street, minding my own business, when this little girling ran into me. I knew at once what had happened. Really? But why were you telling her to leave? Like, get it out of your sight. No. Fuck you. I've been robbed yet again. I thought to myself, those wretched pickpockets. Yet again. Oh yes. As you can see, I am a man of impeccable style. I don't know about impeccable. This is the first time that I've been targeted by these back slum scoundrels. Now then, relinquish my overcoat. I mean, if you're gonna be like that, of course someone's gonna steal it. Not steal, but more like bully. I'm just saying. She says, "Come along now, Miss Lestrade. Give the good gentleman his coat back. If you're going to cause trouble, I shall have no choice but to call the police." Hold on! Why does everyone think it's me? You're the pipe pocket. Just look at the dandy cove. And you think I'm the dodgy one? Here's the thing. I believe her mostly because look at the coat. It may be too big for her, but he obviously does not fit in that coat. Plus, why? It's not his style. It really isn't his style. He's wearing all white. I'm sorry, but no one's going to believe you. I'm sorry, but no one's going to believe you. Well, what about evidence? Yeah? Where's your evidence that I've stolen something, eh? Come on, let's see it. I have a feeling, Gina, that the evidence is straight up that you took it. Oh, I have evidence, naturally. You what? What evidence? Evidence that the article Miss Lestrade redeemed actually belongs to this gentleman? Of course, we need only to consult Mr. Windybake's ledger to know the truth. We'll be able to look up the name of the person who deposited the article in the first place. Yes, brilliant! I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid that won't be possible. Uh-oh? Why? Why don't you write down the names? I never ask its customers' names. That's a strict policy of mine. Why? It was because you don't know if they're stolen. You're like, yeah, either way, cash is cash. You can give it to me. I'll sell it later. But why not? Yeah, exactly. Well, now, as you can imagine, some of my customers have circumstances to consider. According to many of them, prefer to maintain their anonymity. Okay, but what you could do is, the names, like, isn't required, yes, but if you wanted it to be secretive, charge them extra. Yeah, I see. But then how can you know if an article belongs to the person asking to redeem it? Oh, it's quite simple. Good sir, might I trouble you with the watchword associated with the article in question? Of course, it's... Ow! Professor. Yes, that's right. And all that evidence we need. Is the gentleman the rightful owner of the article, without a doubt? A watchword. Interesting. But here's the thing. Why do you give the coat to her then? So about the watchwords, Mr. Windybank, as I just explained, I never ask the customers' names when they deposited items with me. There are many reasons why certain customers could like to keep their activities secret. When did he get there? That was an exactly subtle glance at Mr. Sholmes now, was it? Great detective has no dark secrets, none at all. Are you sure about that? Yes, well, anyway, that's why I always ask for a watchword whenever I accept a new article. In many ways, it's like a secret combination of numbers used to unlock a vault. Ah, okay. The date of deposit, a description, and a watchword uniquely identified which item. And of course, then I give the storage ticket to the customer. When someone comes to redeem something, I ask for the ticket and the watchword. And if someone tells you the correct watchword, you return to the article. That's right, sir. Yes, just as soon as the requisite fee is paid. And I have supplied you with the information you require already, but the avoidance of doubt. The article in question is an overcoat deposited 2 months ago on 15th February. With a watchword of Professor. Huh. How do you know? All publicly correct information, sir. Maybe he did, it is his, but I don't know, I still have doubts. But ow! Really, it's beyond a joke now. There is no further room for doubt. Ah. Okay. Gina, what to do. Examine, I'll talk to you. Actually, never mind, when the bank's like, oh, I'm already busy. Who the fuck are you? Excuse me, but who are you? One would expect the inquirer to introduce himself first. Though clearly you are not British, so perhaps our ways are foreign to you. Oh, sorry. Yes, we're from the Empire of Japan. We're studying here. He's like, I can tell. Oh yes, Japan. I've heard talk of the place. It's so lovely. Its inhabitants live on some fiery brown-colored soup, dressed up with exotic spices. You might be thinking of somewhere else. And what was the theatrical gesticulation about? Perhaps anyway. If you are a gentleman, sir, you offer your own name first, before inquiring after the name of another. Of course, yes. I'm Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I'm a lawyer. Well, a student of law, really. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like if someone were to ask your name, I would prefer them say their name first over me. I don't know. If it really is a gentleman, like a chivalrous way of saying, my name is this, what's your name? Because honestly, it is a good way to introduce yourself, but at the same time, I don't know. I just feel like I wouldn't really want to do that. Like, be the first one to introduce my name. My name is Susato Mikotoba. I am Mr. Naruhodo's assistant. Oh, I see. Okay. My name is Benedict, Egbert Benedict. If I am not, I don't know. I'm debating. If you want to know what the name's reference to, I don't think I'm gonna put it up here. Not at all. Mostly because, come on. It's the name itself. It's a reference right there. Eggs Benedict. Duh. And he's shaped like an egg. And he's dressed like an egg, honestly. So I am not gonna put that fucking and enchante. I'm not gonna put freaking the labels or whatever, like the name or how I usually do in every person we get introduced to. But just so you know, this is straight up a reference to Eggs Benedict. If there is something that it's reference to, another thing, I'll eat my foot. No, I'm just kidding. I'll just go look it up later. But I swear, I am not gonna edit this. I will not edit that fucking lame text. But anyways, and I skipped the dialogue. Oh well. Not to the matter at hand. Now, to the matter at hand. Oh! Ow! My overcoat. Return it at last, or once, to someone with a style to carry it off. Is there someone in style here? I don't see anyone. Every move he makes, every breath he takes, I can't stand watching him. My God, I guess that's how I feel with rich people too. No, I'm just kidding. Really? Did he just put the coat over his other coat? So let that be the end of the matter. To the matter. And thank you for your custom, Mr. Egbert Benedict, sir. Ow! With such a reasonable rate of interest, I may even decide to come back. This is why I hate grown-ups. Just cause I'm a diver, everyone thinks that makes me a liar. I mean, I'm just saying. And the contents of the coat pockets, if you please, Brooke. Oh, but of course, sir. Here's the disc for you. Just this one. Pardon, sir. I was expecting another. That is, I deposited another disc. Oh dear. I regret to inform you, sir, but that was deposited. Me was merely the overcoat. The disc had to be in one of the pockets, but I was completely unaware of it until now. So, cuddling, you're hiding more than what's rightfully mine, are you? Says who, huh? I don't know nothing about it. Very well. Style my way. Then I shall bid you farewell. Say goodbye to style. Wait a minute, that disc is mine. Ooh, what do you think you're doing, you little trap? You've drawn blood, you filthy animal. Oh my! Yes, there's a blood on the disc. I mean, it got cut from one of the sharp things on it, huh? It's because of those sharp little bumps. The man must have scratched his finger on them. I found it fast, alright? I mean, it belonged to me, old man. So you're not having it. Oi, you take it. Me? If I ain't onto it, they'll have it off of me again. So you keep it hold of it. Miss Lestrade, why was this so important to her? Music box. Oh, I guess we have that. A metal disc used to play music in a mechanical music box. The piece of music, which remains unidentified, is stored on a disc by means of a small protrusions. Okay. The music box discs has been entered to the court record. You there, in the black livery, or whatever it's pronounced, hand the disc to me at once, please. No, don't. He's lying. Grown-ups are all liars. What do I do now? What about me? Am I not a grown-up? Like, Gina? Like, what? How am I going to resolve this? Should we talk to you? No, let's talk to Windy Banks. Maybe he knows what to do. Why aren't you looking at me? Mr. Windy Banks clearly at loss here. We have to do something about this before he reaches for that revolver of his. He's like, it's too much for me. Boom. Alright, how about you? He's looking at me with daggers. Look at those piercing eyes. He's clearly in the no mood to talk. We have to do something quickly before this mysterious gentleman leaves to fetch the police or something. Let him come. We are good terms on Gregson. Oh, look at her pose. Wow, Miss Lestrade is really looking daggers at the mysterious gentleman. We need to do something to calm things down before she loses control and attacks him again. I do like that pose that she does. I try to do it every time when I'm like hanging around, but I was like, no, I don't have the hips for it. I'm just kidding. Fuck. What the hell am I saying? Alright. Now, I wonder what to do. Mrs. Sholmes, what are you examining with such an interest there? Are you as you enjoy a bar of caramel, I see. Oh, sure, I want some. Give me Give me some caramel. So what? What do you want to say? You found me at last, Mr. Naruto. Sorry. After that young pickpocket sent me on my way, I was forced to lurk in the shadows. Cruelly ostracized, as the rest of you partook of a juvenile atmosphere of fellowship. I had nothing to occupy my mind, but was too ashamed to let society see what my downfall had done to me. So feigning mock interest, I pretended to examine the tedious trinkets in this desolated place. Whilst, as you surely observed, gnawing on the only friend I have left, this 7% solution of karma. Hooray! Do you claim to understand the depths of my despair, Mr. Naruto? But how could you? I was so lonely, so desperately lonely. Then, why on earth didn't you rejoin the conversation? Things have gone bad or worse than in here, you know? Yes, I overheard much of your conversation. Or rather, in my craving of a human contact, my ears devoured every word that was uttered. You really were that sad, huh? Weren't you? I mean, Mr. Sholmes. You could still be like, I'm with them, but no. Oh my god. Oh, poor Mr. Sholmes. I feel simply awful for you. It would seem that my inference are correct. Inferences? What? Oh, surely you're not all about to tell us that you saw the entire case once again. Is there a case right here? My dear madam, sometimes I wonder, were my genius up for deduction to be commoditized? Wait, what? Commoditized? I don't know. How much could I pawn for it? It seems Mr. Sholmes has had another of his flashes of inspiration, but who knows if it will help us resolve the situation between the Miss Lestrade and the mysterious gentleman. Probably not, but we'll give it a try, regardless. Alright, what's the right thing to do here? Mr. Sholmes, take a break. I got this. No, I'm just kidding. Let's do the deduction. Sadly, I know I'm speaking too much into it, but this will be the last dance of deductions of Mr. Sholmes. Which is sad to say, because I wish there were more. But that's it. This is going to be the last one. Well, Mr. Lestrade, it would appear you find yourself in something of a predicament. Where the blue blazes have you been, eh? Pardon? When a lady's in trouble, as a true gent's supposed to be there to help straight away, not an hour later. Harsh. He fell down. Ow! And who, pray tell, are you? Mr. Egbert Benedict. You have, in my eyes, a veritably encyclopedic array of curiosities about your person. Nevertheless, there are two immovable conclusions I have drawn. I beg your pardon? The first is this. The true reason for your visit to this pawnbrokery today is something you have not yet revealed. And the second is this. A considerable crime is in contemplation, one you would orchestrate with the intent to steal a vast sum of money. Well, Mr. Benedict, what say you to my deductions? How? He's turned all white, as white as a hard-boiled egg. There's a reference, by the way. It would seem that once again Mr. Sholmes has made a flawless deduction. Just who do you think you are, sir? Ah, yes, as I hoped. Wouldn't it be a gentleman to be introduced first before giving out a name? Oh, come on. I thought you were the gentleman, man, Mr. Benedict. I thought you were going to tell... Why should he say his name first? You should be the one introducing yourself to him. Come on. Fucking gentleman, fucking hypocrite. My God, that is precisely the pain expression I was looking for. So, shall we begin? The time has come for yet another Herlock Sholmes logic and reasoning spectacular. And the last one too. Alright, the game's afoot. Now, topic 1, conclusion. No, not conclusion yet. Mystery Man's aim. Why is he here? What are you trying to go for? First of all, we must ask ourselves, on what business you ventured to this pawnbrokery today? You claim to have followed this pickpocket here, having had a redemption ticket stolen from you on the street. Well, that is most certainly a lie. The real truth is something quite different. Ooh, what the hell is this he have in his hand? As revealed, a bite which you hold into your hand. Yes, what brought you to this shop in the first place is this staff recruitment flyer. A piece of paper in your hand is staff wanted advertisement from this very shop. Oh wait, they're hiring? I want to apply here. Yet, even the most unobservant would soon realize that a man of your appearance has no need of such employ. In other words, there is some ulterior motive for your actions, and he threw it! The cane, which you unwittingly clutch on your person, exhibits the uncontrollable contradiction. Oh, what utter rot! I've had this cane for years. And the contradiction of which it speaks of course, is the missing further. Wait, what? At the end of the walking cane would be terminated with the metal ferrule, whatever it's called, ferrule to protect the wooden tip. And yet, detailed analysis shows that the wooden tip of this stick is to be utterly bare. Therefore, there is only one conclusion. The rod of what you hold your hand, which appears to be a walking cane, is in fact no cane at all. Okay, why is he so like, oh god, you recoil, sir. Is something wrong? And in your recoiling, you inadvertently facilitate the answer of the first conundrum. The next conundrum to present itself. Sorry if I'm not reading it right. I have no idea why I'm trying to go ahead of it. Namely, what is the truth behind the rod you bear? Ooh, what is it? Keep telling, keep talking. Yes, your reaction betrays the truth. The handle, which was evidently would like to conceal the secret, is the key to understanding this riddle, you see. From the moment I saw it, my suspicions were aroused. Ew. What walking cane demands such a stout handle, mused I. But of course, as I said, this is no walking cane. No, that rod. That rod what? It's a broken handle of a shovel. What? Are you insane? And now, having determined this undeniable truth, the conclusion is clear. Your true motive for coming here was to take employment at this establishment in order to excavate the ground beneath the premises. What a calculated crime you have conceived, sir. A wickedly calculated crime. Alright, so he's trying to make a tunnel underneath the pawnbrokery. But why would he do that? Tell us the crime. The great crime that he was going to commit with just digging a hole here. Now, Mr. Benedict, let us continue. For we must expose the details of this elaborate crime you have in the planning. This is utterly absurd. You suggest that I, a gentleman, intend to excavate the ground beneath the pawnbrokery with a broken shovel. What on earth do you propose I could expect to find there? Ooh, Some long-forgotten treasure, I suppose? See, for such a fanciful theory, what possible reason could I have to do as you say? Oh, but there is an ample reason. As you are only too well aware, Mr. Benedict. Ah, and your putative plans, it's more telling than I could have hoped. What? Let us consider what would motivate a man to infiltrate a shop such as this and covertly dig beneath its floor. The answer is revealed on the council notice on the counter to which your eye were inevitably drawn. This letter gives notice of public works to be carried out in the local area. And according to the enclosed plan of the upcoming sewerage works, beneath there's a shop runs a sewer that adjoins another one that runs under the bank of the opposite side of the road. This madness has entered the sewers now, has it? By excavating the ground beneath our feet, you would gain access to the waterway that flows in a very close proximity to the Great Vault of the financial institution opposite. What are you? In summary, sir, you devised a master plan to pull off an elaborate bank robbery, but by dint of the underground tunnels. Master plan! Oh! Which brings us to the last and final chapter of the lurid scheme. With the plunder, did the thief hope to make off from the underground vault of the bank? Are you quite serious? And I have to sneeze right now, holy shit. Oh my god, I'm gonna sneeze! Alright, I'm back from my sneeze, holy shit. And whoever says bless you in the comments, thank you. Having consulted the Skull and Yard some days ago, I happen to know the answer. But naturally, the answer is no secret to you, is it, Mr. Benedict? I have no idea what you're talking about. Allow me to present a rather interesting piece of evidence. You see, the picture postcard tells us all we need to know. A postcard of the great exhibition. I'm afraid you're quite lost. You quite lost me. Currently, in the final stages of preparation, the great exhibition will soon be underway, and the government has provided extra funds to complete the centerpiece of the Crystal Tower. Funds that currently sit in the vault of the bank on the other side of the road. Pardon? Yes, the considerable crime you have been contemplating is a theft of that which sits in the vault of that bank's, the special reserve funds for the great exhibition. But of course, that is top secret police information, so keep it under your hat, please. Why would he know that then, if it's secret? And now he knows, and now he's like, maybe I should do what he wants me to, like what he's claiming that what I'm gonna do. So this concludes Sherlock Holmes' great deduction of this pawnbrokery puzzle. Oh, interesting. I feel like you're wrong. Mr. Sholmes? Well, Mr. Naruto. An impressively upbeat deduction for a great racket with loneliness, would you not agree? Was it true to what you said about the bank over the road and what it was in its vault? What it has in its vault? Indeed! Though a few know of its existence, it is one of the government's most closely guarded secrets. Gregson told me on the strictest confidence. Strictest confidence, okay. But you just announced to everyone here rather loudly, in fact. Ah! If it is such a big secret, how would Mr. Benedict have come to find out about it? There can be one, but there could be but one explanation for that. Clearly, it's because the man is a criminal. But what if he didn't know anything about the money in the vault? If he is a criminal, as you said, then buying a brand new shovel is sure to be the first thing he does now than when you revealed the secret. Oh? Or if he doesn't, maybe Mr. Windy Big will... He will. He already has plenty of shovels here after all. Oh my life! Are you sure I'm not so unscrupulous? Well, hopefully this has taught you a valuable lesson. Sensitive information must be handled with the utmost care. One can never be sure that someone privy to secrets won't disclose them. And once this word is out, it's out. Perhaps I'll think twice before confiding in you next time, Mr. Sholmes. An excellent idea, Mr. Naruto. An excellent idea! Well then, Mr. Naruto, you know what to do, I'm sure. Yeah. Let's listen to the great deduction again and see if we can manage it into shape. Very well then. Let us start once more from the beginning. I got bored a bit, honestly. I don't know about you guys. I got bored of that freaking... Not the best. I really wish it was one of the best ones in this series. But sadly, this was the last one. And to me, personally, it was the most boring one of all. But yeah, but don't worry. In the next game, there are better ones. So, but I'm not going to show it off because I'm not playing it anytime soon. Oh, of Herlock Sholmes, magnificent and logic and reasoning spectacular. Let's go. Because like, hold it, Sholmes. Alright, what do you have to say? What is the first thing he was saying that he got wrong? First of all, we must ask ourselves on what business you ventured to this pawnbrokery today. And I know I should be skipping this dialogue, but I'm like, nah, I'll continue doing it. You claim to have followed the pickpocket here, had the redemption card ticket stolen from you on the street. But that is most certainly a lie. The real truth is something quite different. As revealed by that which you hold in your hand. Yes, that what brought you to the shop is in the first place is the staff. Nope, recruitment. No, it's not. So, by Mr. Sholmes' reasoning, Mr. Benedict came here in order to apply for a job so he could dig down through the hole? Yes, in an attempt to tunnel into the sewers to gain access to the money in the vault of the bank across the road. But he wouldn't get very far with a broken shovel, would he? No, I think it's fair to say that his motives lie elsewhere. The question is where? What did bring Mr. Benedict here at this particular point at time? It is still the paper. We just need to look. Yep, look at this. Oh. Look at the scribble on the notes on the back of the flyer here. I don't believe it. What is it? Listen to what it says. Name Gina Lestrade, height 5'2", green cap, scruffy waistcoat, a grubby white shirt, and blue satchel. Ragged. It is a detailed description of this Miss Lestrade. Goodness. There's even a sketch of her, hat, and all. Although if he showed it to her, she'd fire the smoke grenade launcher in his face for sure. Why didn't she do that in the first place? She's like, "Pah!" and then get the freaking coat and whatever and ran away. Huh. Well, whatever. And look, the details of the shop has been written down here too. Windy Bay's Pawnbrokery, Baker Street, redemption deadline, 15th of April. Which is just today's date. Why would Mr. Benedict have all the information scrawled into the back of the piece of paper? Yep, and this is info on Mrs. Lestrade. This is what he was hiding. I could just click the K and everything, but I'd rather not bore you too much and just go to the point and everything. It's sometimes fine in dialogue, sometimes it isn't. Just observations and little nitpicks that Ryunosuke says. But don't worry about it. Yes, what brought you to this shop in the first place is the info about Miss Lestrade. Quite so, my dear fellow. It would appear that the writing and sketch on the reverse of the flyer pertain of the pickpocket, Miss Lestrade, and to Mr. Windy Banks is here. Brown Barker here. Ah. You originally told us that you had merely given chase after Mrs. Lestrade stole the redemption ticket from you. But that, sir, is a thinly veiled lie. It is the information on the back of the flyer that led you here today. By which I mean, here to Windy Bank's Brawn Brokery. And today, the redemption deadline of the overcoat. So, you waited outside for the young girl matching the description you have written down to arrive. And you have gone to some lengths to hide the reason for your pursuit of Miss Lestrade. Get him! He's after a minor! Get him! No, I'm just kidding. In other words, you are a PDF file. There is some ulterior motive for your actions. The cane which you unwittingly clutch in your person exhibits an uncontrollable contradiction. What other rot? I had this cane for years. The contradiction on which I speak is, of course, the missing furlue. No, it's not. What's a furlue? Whatever. It's a metal cap commonly found on the end of the cane, Mr. Naruhodo. Ah, the bit that makes a nice clacking sound on the pavement. Yes, exactly. And Mr. Sholmes is right. It appears to be missing on this cane. But it doesn't actually look broken, does it? No, it doesn't. Though a gentleman certainly did recoil when Mr. Sholmes identified the cane as suspicious. In other words, there's some secret about the cane that Mr. Benedict would rather we don't know. Why, Mr. Benedict? Why? Is it because these initials? Let's look at it. Look here, Mr. Sato. There are some letters on this handle. Ah, yes, those must be initials, I think. In the West, it's customary for people to engrave their belongings with their first letters of their names. So Herlock Sholmes would be HS, you mean? That's right. And the initials of this cane, obviously. Obviously what? Oh, AG. Yeah. Edgar Benedict, yeah, right. Why does it feel as though that's not quite right? It's because his name is Benedict. That's why. Fucking liar. So who are you really? The contradiction of which speaks is, of course, the initialing. A most astute observation, wouldn't you say, Mr. Egbert Benedict? We are led to believe, sir, that your initials are EB. Yet, it is most possessive manner you have in your grasp a cane bearing the initials AG. Or GA, who knows? An incontrollable contradiction indeed, would you not agree? No, you're wrong. This cane isn't. You said before that you had the cane for years. So, don't tell us that you just borrowed it from a friend or found it in the park. In short, though you hold yourself to be a gentleman, you have withheld your true name. Ooh, he broke something. You recoil, sir. Is something wrong? In your recoiling, you're inadvertently facilitated the answer of the next conundrum to present itself. Namely, what is the truth behind the rod you bear? Yes, your reaction betrays the truth. What's the truth? The handle is the end, which you evidently would like to conceal is the key to understanding the riddle, you see. Nope, it's not. Let's consider the bare bones of what's happened here. Mrs. Shaw redeemed that fine-looking overcoat, and now a mysterious man has appeared introducing himself with a fake name, and claiming that the overcoat belongs to him. But we know that he actually identified Miss Lestrade from the written description, which suggests that everything else he's told us is untrue. Yes, what else? So what we need to do here is somehow prove that the overcoat cannot possibly belong to him. It's not, and we not need to talk about the handle. And by the way, split, it's a split here. Oh, it seemed that the shoulder there is coming apart. See, look. So it is. Do you know, a moment ago when Mr. Benedict was surprised by something that was said, I thought I heard him make a rather strange noise. It sounded a bit like a tiny growl. But now, I think it's probably the sound of the seam ripping open. If you look closely, it does look rather very tight for a fit, or whatever. The sleeves are stretched out to bursting, and he wouldn't have hope of fastening it at the front. If he were to run around in it, I'm sure the whole thing would fall apart. That I'd like to see. Sorry. So how can we make Mr. Benedict run around? She's really giving this some thought. And she's like, I want to see it drip, but it is the seam. So the split seam. The split seam, which you evidently would like to conceal, is the key of understanding this riddle, you see. Ah! Yes, because of this overcoat is rather obviously a poor fit. Having forced it over your broad shoulders, the seam is already breaking apart. My suspicions were aroused from the outset. Gross. When you so badly lied about your name and so boldly waylaid this pickpocket. Oh! This catalog of untruths has all been one very specific purpose. To steal the article that the young lady redeemed from the Mr. Wendy Babe. Ah! But what really irks me is this. The considerable decline I initially imagined has been considerably curtailed. To be absconded with a redeemed item. So why does he want it? Now it's not about this to steal the great exhibitions to reserve funds. Maybe that is his true crime right now, but maybe it's something else. Now, Mr. Benedict, let us continue. For we must expose the details of the elaborate crime you have been planning. This is utterly absurd. You suggest that I, a gentleman, designed to wheeze afflicted some tawdry article of punnage. Have you ever contended I redeemed the article in the proper manner using the watchword? Wow! Oh! Had I not been the one to deposit it in the first place? How could I possibly have known the relevant details? Nexe post, whatever is the French is that, I don't know. Oh, but the watchword can be discovered. As you are only too well aware, Mr. Benedict. Ah, and your fugitive glance is more telling than I could have hoped. What? Let us consider how one might have come to learn a secret watchword relating to the pond, property of another. The method is revealed by the console notice of the counter in which your eyes were inadvertently drawn. The direction of the deduction must change rather dramatically now, I think. Yes, no more than a tunneling into the sewers. Which is a pity because it all sounded rather exciting. Anyway, you can't deny that this mysterious gentleman did know the watchword. Yes, Professor. If you didn't know the word, Mr. Winnipeg would never have allowed you to redeem the article. Or looking at it another way, if you did know the word, Mr. Winnipeg would allow you to redeem the article whether if it's yours or not. So the question is, could this gentleman have found a watchword out of nowhere somehow? Alright. So it can't be the console notice. It can't. What about the notelet right here? Oh, look at this, Mrs. Sato. It appears to be a memo Mr. Winnipeg scribbled to himself. Let's see. What does it say? Oh, Professor! Mr. Winnipeg must make a note of the watchwords his customers give him, right before their eyes. In an alarmingly clear script as well. Oh dear, I don't know where to look. Who knows what other secrets I might see. Yep, he has it out in the open. That's how he knows it. Like, why would you have everything in the open? What's the gun? Someone could just grab the gun and be like, give me it. And he's like, okay, yeah. And then that's it. But, well, then again, he was about to commit suicide, so it could be that he was willing to die for it. The method is revealed by the notelet on the counter to which your eyes were inadvertently drawn. Yes, the pawnbroker. The broker here follows the same procedure whenever the customer comes to redeem the article. He asks the customer for the watchword and notes down the response uttered on a notelet he has to hand. Then he consults his ledger and confirms whether or not the watchword matches that the article in question. We respect nothing less to the diligent pawnbroker. But his diligence clearly has its disadvantages. What are you talking about? It is increasingly apparent that you were present in this shop before your accusation against Mr. Strahd. In all likelihood, you followed her inside and then observed her talking to Mr. Windybank. When the diligent broker made the notes of the watchword as his common practice, you observed him writing the word professor on the notelet beside the ledger. And that, sir, was the master plan you devised to steal the pawned article from the young Miss Lestrade. Master plan? And he ripped it again. Which brings us to the last and final chapter of this lurid scheme. Why would you go such lengths to redeem a particular article from this pawnbroker? Are you quite serious? For the ill-fitting overcoat hardly seems to justify the effort, much less the worthless music box sticks. But naturally, you had a very good reason to make them yours, didn't you, Mr. Benedict? I have no idea what you're talking about. Allow me to present a rather interesting piece of evidence. You see this picture postcard. Tell us what we all need to know. Tells us what we need to all know. No, the article we're talking about, the overcoat and the music box disc, was in one of the pockets, which according to Mr. Windybank isn't even worth a penny. And yet this man went to such lengths to steal them. Why? I wonder if perhaps we already have the evidence we need to explain to Mr. Naruto. Could we really? I'd better have a thorough look through all the evidence we've collected so far. What else? Just this. Nope, never mind. That deduction was wanting in every way. Yes, I was wanting to hear it. I'm quite proud of it. So this is what happens when you get it wrong. I haven't gotten it wrong on here, actually. Another thing, but actually, no, I did. I find myself wanting never to have heard it. Or quite pained by it, in fact. Oh, sorry. I'll try again. So wait, what evidence do we have? And into my monetary still, they must have a value somehow. Music puzzle, blah, blah, blah. What else do we have? We don't even have anything. Oh! Absorb it, duh! Oh, there's a little scrap of paper into the reserve side of the disc, look. In a scribbled word or two. It looked like somebody's name. For McGilded. McGilded? It couldn't be! But it is Naruto. A name I shall never forget for as long as I live. But why? Why is his name on this? The music box discs information has been updated to the word record. I'm getting tired. You can just tell right now because I'm having such a hard time pronouncing words again. Oh my god. Anyways, do it again. This is why they wanted us to skip it. Oh yeah. It's not because of the disc, but who it belonged to, I guess. You see, the music box disc tells us what we need to know. What's that on the back? It reads, for McGilded. Ah, Mr. Magnus McGilded. The unfortunate philanthropist who perished in curious circumstances at the Old Bailey 2 months ago. A prominent man in London, though his lone mongering demonstrated a distinct lack of scrupulous. I don't know what that means. So, you're an associate of his, are you? Or perhaps a subordinate? I don't think that's true. Mr. McGilded was a man of unusually small stature, in fact. He was precisely the right size for that overcoat that you squeezed yourself into. I don't know, I think that would be too big for him too. Your true identity remains shrouded in mystery, Mr. Edgar Benedict. For the final conclusion, here is a crystal clear. The reason you came to this pawnbrokery today. Was to retrieve an article left behind by the late Mannix McGilded. You're gonna rip it again. Come on, stop doing that. Give it back to him. Actually, it's not even Gina's either. What the fuck? To acquire the item deposited by Mr. McGilded. Solved. Deduction complete. I guess we did it. Good job, me.